Welcome to Conversations with Body and Mind with myself, Nirvana Lange. Body and Mind is your health and wellness online directory. And coming up in today's conversation, we'll be chatting with Evelyn Alessandri. And she's an author, speaker, and intuitive coach. And she inspires, heals, and promotes growth to her clients. Good morning, Evelyn. How are you doing?
Good morning. Very well. Thank you for having me today.
Yeah, nice to chat to you again. We were talking to you, I think somewhere in March or April during the lockdown, and got to know you a little bit as the speaker that would have been on our wellness festivals that we had to cancel. So now, as one of our members of Body and Mind on the Body and Mind page, would like to get to know you a little bit more and what you have to offer. So let's start off a little bit about who are you, your journey, and what inspired you? What were the events that led up to you wanting to do this work?
Gosh, thank you. That's quite a question. Well, going back a bit, I've been an entrepreneur, if you like, for quite a long time, and I felt that at one point it was very much I was in the rat race, and it was pressure and deadlines, and it just all got too much. And one day I said to my husband, I'm going to sell my business. And he actually said, yay, because he was like, I'm over the stress that I have to watch you go through. Anyway, so I then decided to pursue what made me happy. And I had experience with body talk, which I had been doing really, for personal use. And I thought, I'm going to pursue that. So I did the exams, and then I went off and did Reiki. And through Reiki, I was introduced to sound therapy. And in between all of that, I thought, a bit of NLP would be good. So I did an NLP course. But the whole time, it was really just for me. It was just to satisfy my curiosity. And before I knew it, I had actually opened what I called at the time the healing tree. And I was seeing clients, and I absolutely loved it. And it led to a passion to want to do more and reach more people. And it was actually recently, probably a year ago, that a friend bought quite a profound realization to me. Sounds very complicated, but when I was 30, my mom actually committed suicide. And it was, as you can imagine, it was a huge shock, and I had to process a lot. And when I eventually did decide to get help, I looked around for somebody to talk to, and I didn't really want to speak to my friends or my family. There was some dark stuff going on inside, and I just wanted to offload. Anyway, I couldn't find anyone, and I ended up going to a psychologist. And of course, in those days, if you saw a psychologist, you were deemed to be a little bit touched. But I did it anyway because I promised myself that I was going to get through this. And it's actually quite funny because I won't give you the exact number of years because I might give my age away, but I have become that person that I needed then.
Yeah,
which
absolutely.
is quite amazing.
The pupil becomes the teacher at the end of the day, and I can so relate to you and the journey of looking for healing in the idea of the brokenness that we create due to our circumstances. So completely relate to that. Let's get into what you do, what you have to offer. Who is this teacher coach that has developed due to your personal experiences and journey of discovery? Then after that, I want to talk about your recently launched gratitude journal. So let's first talk about your coaching and healing and what you have to offer.
Okay, thank you. I feel that too has taken taken a shape of its own. Nothing is done by the book. I think in my learnings myself, I've realized, and it's quite apparent that I have quite good intuition. So, and that's where the intuitive coach comes in, because each person is treated differently. And I think I focus more on when people have a wobble at their core and they don't know what to do next. It's getting that foundation stable so that you can go out and face whatever it is you're facing, even if it's just day-to-day life. We will all have a moment where maybe anxiety gets the best of us or stress gets the best. So I often, all my clients now, the ones who've been coming to me on and off for years, they call it a tune-up. So it's like taking your car to the garage. They come and I help reset and sort of affirm their base. So that's what I do on my one-to-one. It's just really balancing body and mind so that you can cope with life. And then that's obviously led to speaking and doing workshops so that I can reach people, on a greater scale.
And obviously, you bringing in all of those different modalities that you have trained in to work on all the different levels, because as we know, things goes from the mind into the subconscious, stored into our body, which needs to be all those layers need to be accessed. So some of
Correct.
the
And each person's different. Sorry, yeah, each
yeah,
person's different.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, and what are some of those modalities that you use?
So I combine body talk, Reiki, sound therapy. I bring in color therapy, and I also believe in that visualizations and meditations help a lot as well in the healing process.
And
So it
body
depends
talk,
on, yeah,
yeah.
sorry.
No, absolutely. And body talk is like a muscle testing type of modality,
Correct. Yeah.
which is a really, really good way of getting to the truth and bypassing the sort of mental idea of what we think is the cause of something, and can go quite deep, quite far back, even into the womb, isn't it?
Correct. Yes.
And find the trauma
Absolutely.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love body talk. It's really good. It's a very good modality. Um, great. So, anything else regarding before we go into your journal, with regards to you as a coach and a healer, that you would like to add?
Oh gosh, is there anything I like to add? I think maybe where I perhaps differ from other people is I enjoy a good laugh. So my sessions are obviously often very light. It's just realizing that we can heal ourselves, and sometimes you do just have to have not that I treat it, it's
As a joke.
important, but I
Yes.
like to bring, yeah,
Yes.
it's not a joke. Thank you. That's the word. It's not a joke, but I
Absolutely.
like to keep my sessions light,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
And
encourage my clients to really grab hold of life, make the necessary changes that they have to have a better life.
and connect
And it
to
all
the
starts with today,
yeah.
which is why my passion for gratitude has been
Yeah.
fired, because it starts with today.
That's very good. Yes. And it's very important to connect to our joy and to our humor, and to take things a little bit lighter, because
Mm.
that really shifts everything. As soon as we can just bring a bit of humor, a bit of joy, and a bit of lightness into, a very hard or difficult, challenging situation, it already helps to lift it, to look at it. Right. So tell us a little bit about that journal of yours, your gratitude journal. We know that the attitude of gratitude is one of the most important things that helps us through those challenging times.
Yes. Well, the whole reason it started, I had this passion to take inner work outwards, to bigger groups. And I found that a lot of people didn't want to share, what was going on inside of them when they're sitting in a group of people. And for a while, how was I going to share these life tools to people who perhaps didn't go to workshops or didn't go to someone who could listen and heal. And it was actually one of the graphic designers that works with me, who suggested I do a gratitude journal. And initially I was like, no, that's not the right platform. But it was almost like I had an aha moment. It was like, don't be stupid. This is the perfect platform. And it literally took me 3 months from decision to actually launching it, because it was so right. And gratitude is just the most amazing and easy habit that you can adopt that's life-changing. So to add the two together, it was just, it came so beautifully and has started such a wonderful journey for me.
Yeah, and just for, to wrap up for me, I know that in the gratitude is when it's part of planting that seed of what we manifest tomorrow or what we manifest down the line. It's part of that manifestation of what do you think, if you're going to be in complaining and negativity, and that is what you will create. That's the seeds that you're planting, where in the gratitude you keep on planting more of what you really want in your life, in the in your future.
Yes.
Although it's about today, but today you prepare for tomorrow. Yeah.
Yes,
Great.
absolutely. And it disconnects you, from anxiety, from depression, from envy. You can't be both at the same time. And
Yeah.
sometimes just taking a breath and going, what am I grateful for today, takes you out of expectations. And I also think it helps you let go of the past and stop worrying about the future, because you focus on, what am I grateful for today? What have I got in my life today that makes my heart happy?
Yes. Great. So how can people get hold of you, Evelyn? If you can give us your email address, website address, if you've got social media platforms, if you could share that with us, please.
Awesome. Thank you. I do have my own website address. It's www.evelynalessandri.com. It's a real mouthful, so I hope you can spell it. Yes, you can reach me by cell, or my email is evelyn@evelynalessandri.com. I'm also very active on social media. I have a Facebook page and Instagram and a YouTube channel. And of course, I'm on Body and Mind.
Yes, I was just going to say that you can also
But
go.
I'm over to you for those.
All right. So you can also get hold of Evelyn on our Body and Mind website, which is bodyandmind.coza. You can go to the Body and Mind blog, which is bodyandmindblog.coza, and you can just, in the search bar, you can put Evelyn Alessandri, and all her contact details, links will appear on her page. We will also share that in the YouTube video that we will upload to the Body and Mind YouTube channel, and all the links to her page will be there, and you can get hold of her that way. You can also download the Body and Mind Health Directory app on your Android as well as in your Apple Play stores. And please don't forget to subscribe and get notifications of our next conversation, and share it with people that you think can gain benefit out of these beautiful people. Thank you very much, Evelyn, for your time and for sharing your beautiful gratitude with us.
Thank you, Anthony, very much. Thank you. Thank you for today.
You're welcome. And have a blessed day.
Thank you. And
Okay.
you.
Bye.
Bye.